Should be on right now. You brothers can open up whatever. Whatever.
What's on? This on
GmsIndiana ItWillNotTarry2. It should be up.
Okay, yeah, we here.
All right, we live. Can you hear us? Okay, we got sound. All right, Shalom. Before we start, give all praises, all glory, call her lawyer, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Rekakudash. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well for teaching us His truth. And peace and salutations to all you other Akim, preaching His truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in your hearts and for the love of the gospel. All right, it's Great Millstone Branch, Gary, Indiana, coming at you again, man, with another camp day. All right, preaching the downfall of this current kingdom and other kingdoms that reside here. All right, preaching the coming of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, which the world ignorantly call God, and Jesus Christ, His Son, what they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, you know. And we, man, call her lawyer for eyes to see, man, because these people, they don't see the downfall of this kingdom. Esau don't see the downfall of his own kingdom, and he gonna try to fight against the Lord, man. Those wicked elites, those elites know that the Lord is coming back, man. They gonna try to fight against him, man. You know, these other nations, they think they got next. All right, they think when America fall, they gonna rule. Second, man, no, man. They don't believe, man. They don't got eyes to see. The Lord didn't give them the spirit to see. But He has given us, those that know. All right, He has given us the truth, man. He didn't give us a little piece, because it's certain wicked-ass motherfuckers out there with fragments of the truth. They know they're Israelite. They can say, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They go out and preach, man.
That's right.
But He has given us the whole spirit, man. That sound spirit. Call the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man, because I could be just like any of these people, man. I am expendable, man. You know? That's why I thank the Lord so much for giving me eyes to see, man. I'm not just some Joe Schmo that just know He is Israelite, man. I truly believe and have faith that I'm out here doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And when He comes back, He's gonna look upon that work, man, and have mercy on me. All right, I'm not out here just because it's a fad, all right, or religion.
Right, God.
I'm out here because I believe, man.
That's right.
We are out here because we believe. We are out here, man.
And when we out here, what do we believe? You know, we believe the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, our Lord. You know, who gave us the words, man, His word. You know, we believe the prophecies that's coming, man. You know, and right now, you know, we in a time of the end.
That's right, man.
We in the last days of the last days, man. You know, and the reason why I say it like that is because people say, oh, well, I've heard that all my life. We're in the last days. But now this is the last days of the last days, man. Yep. Because this place is not going to continue on going on, man. You know, just like any other kingdom that's been brought down low, man. This place right here is holding on by one thread, man. And you can tell right now from watching the news, man. You know, the dollar any day now is going to crash. You know, the American dollar, the green dollar, you know, it's going to crash, man. And they're going to turn it all over into a different, the currency has to change. They're going to turn it over to a whole other system. It's going to be turned into the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast that the Bible speaks of, man. You know, and that's what's going on right now, man. You know, I was just watching something earlier today on it, man. You know, they're talking about having a cashless society.
That's right.
You know, and the way they're going to do it is they're going to get rid of cash. They really are. They're going to get rid of all the cash, and the only thing you're going to be able to use is your debit or your credit cards. And then after the debit and credit card, then that's when they're going to make it, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mandatory.
Mandatory, It's going to be a mandatory thing to have, you're going to have to get this chip implanted either in your hands or your forehead.
That's right.
You know, and once you do that, then you can be part of their system. You can buy and sell. You know, but in this time, you know, the Lord told us If you get Revelations, go ahead, brother, get it.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16.
That's the spirit. There.
It says, he calls of all, both small and great.
He calls it both small and great.
Yep. Talking about, sorry, what is that?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm finna say small and great, man.
Uh-huh.
Men of renown and insignificant men.
That's
Homeless
right.
men. If you're a person walking upon the face of the earth, you gotta take this chip. We gotta know where you at, what you doing, what you spending, who you with, at all times, man. What's your blood type, all your medical procedures in your life. We gotta know everything. Everything God know, we gotta know, man. That's what Esau Edom say. That's what he wanna know, man. Everything that the Lord know, he wanna know. He tries to be like God. He wants to be God, man.
That's right.
So I says, well, he calls it both small and great. He calls it both the men of renown, great men, and he calls it the small man, the beggar. Everybody got to take that chip, man. And this is how we know that the Lord is on his way.
Right.
Because it's prophecy.
Right, kind. Just like how everybody, if you want to go buy something out of the store, you got to have some money. It's the same thing. Both small and great, free and bond. It's going to go into it.
God. Revelations 13:16.
Uh-huh.
And he calls of all, small, both small and great, rich and poor.
Rich and poor, don't matter how much money you got. You know, because, you know, to be a part of the new system that's coming, which is the New World Order, you know, you're going to have to have this RFID chip to buy anything.
To navigate.
To pay for anything, man. To even do business. It's going to go into it.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor,
Rich and poor,
free and bond,
free and bond,
to receive a mark in their hand, in their right hand, or in their foreheads.
So right. So basically, you got to get this mark in your forehead or your hand in order to buy or sell, man, in this society. That's what it's going to come down to. You know, you're going to have to be part of that New World Order if you want to do that, man. You know, but what did our Lord say, man? If you take that chip, you know, if you take that chip, you basically being branded. You know, you basically being branded and becoming a property of the enemy, man. You're being property of the so-called white man. You know, you're going to be his property. That's basically what that is. Go ahead.
It's exact.
So like Isaiah, Revelations 14 and 9. Start at 9.
Exactly what the brother said, man.
Yeah.
Like when a farmer or anybody that have cattle,
Yeah.
they put their brand on the cattle just in case, you know, if it goes missing or if it wound up, you can't find it. All right, it's a mark of ownership. All right, if I have a in the old days they used to have a ring. All right, and they'll heat the ring up, or they'll heat the wax up, drop some wax on the envelope, man, and then they'll seal it with a mark, and then by the mark you knew who the letter was from. All right, that's how they would. That's a mark of ownership. Just like with a brand in the cattle. They mark the cattle on a horse. It's okay, you belong to me. All right, same thing with piercing. You know, same thing.
Right, because it goes back into our own law. You know, like if you wanted to leave your master, if you didn't want to leave your master, you would have to get your ears pierced. Which one was it? Was it the right or the left? Both ears pierced. You would have to get them pierced, man. And then you would be his property forever. You know.
That's why it's lawful to get piercings, because
Yep.
we are forever in servitude to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yep.
We said Revelations 14.
Yeah, 14 and 9.
Revelations chapter 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
See, basically, yeah. So if you receive that mark, which is that branding, in your hand on your forehead, go ahead, read.
It says, verse 10. It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
The same shall drink of the wrath of the Most High, man. You're going to drink from his wrath. And what's that wrath, man? That's that nuclear thermal fire that's coming, man. you're gonna be cast in the lake of fire. That's what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna be in the lake of fire burning because you're wicked, man. You became the property of the wicked. So that makes you wicked. Go ahead.
I got a precept for that. He said the wrath of the Lord is a nuclear thermal fire, man.
Yep.
It's Jeremiah 50:25. It says, the Lord hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For the word indignation means wrath, man. Righteous fury.
Righteous anger, that's right.
It says, for this is the work of the Lord of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans, man. So basically, the weapons is for his indignation. All right, so that's his wrath, man. When you drink of the wrath of the Lord, he gonna pour his wrath into those missiles. That's the armor. That's what's in the armory, man.
Right, because you don't belong to the Most High. You know, because you became the property of the enemy, and all that's not of the Most High is gonna get destroyed in the thermal fire. Anyone that don't belong to the Heavenly Father gonna be destroyed, man. Simple as that. The Lord is coming. The Most High is going to send his son, his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, to come and save what's his, what belongs to him, man.
Right.
You know, which is the election of the nation of Israel. Okay? Everybody ain't going to get beamed up on the chariots, man. Okay? All of these other different nations, man, they're going to get caught up in that wrath, man. If you're not on the side, man, and if you don't believe in the Heavenly Father, you're going to be destroyed, man. You know? Go ahead.
It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture. Right,
it's going to be poured out without mixture, man. It's going to be pure, man. It's not going to be watered down, man. Okay? It's going to be straight fire, man. And you know, it's going to be just like what it said it is, man. Okay? Go ahead.
I got a precept. Psalm 75, verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup. The wine is red, it is full of mixture. He poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them.
Right. So basically, that what you gonna have to take all of it, man.
Right.
All of it. Ain't no watering it down. Ain't no making it, you know, easy or light.
Yep.
You got to drink of that cup, man.
Yep. Whenever you have so what?
It's like it with all the dregs and everything in it, man.
God.
All the wickedness, all the destruction that's coming to this place. You got to take it all, man.
God. Whenever you have a cup, it's been sitting for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Like for instance, like the bottles in the gas station. Those bottles in the gas station sit in the refrigerator for months, you know. And then you drink your juice without shaking it up. You see all the stuff at the bottom of it. That's the dregs, man. That's the real thick product. That shit is bitter, man. You know.
Yeah.
So he said, without mixture, you're not gonna mix it up so you can drink the bitterness all throughout the drink. No, you're gonna let it. It's gonna be sitting, man. It's gonna be stagnant, all at the bottom. That's the dregs thereof. Like pouring sugar in a glass of water without mixing it. You know?
It be too sweet.
In this case, it's salt.
It's gonna be salt. It's gonna be bitter.
Right.
It's gonna be like vinegar. The dregs like nasty vinegar.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it's gonna be like, man.
God.
And you're gonna take all of that. You gotta take it all because you don't belong in the Heavenly Father now, man. Because you said, okay, I take the devil's side, man. So-called white man. I become his property. You know? What did our Lord, he told us, finish reading that real quick and get Revelations 2 and 10.
God.
Yeah.
Back in Revelations 14:10.
Yeah.
It says, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture,
right,
into the cup of his indignation.
The cup of his indignation, man. That's the destruction and righteous anger that's coming. Go ahead.
And he shall be tormented with the fire and brimstone.
And you're going to get tormented with the fire and that brimstone, man. You're going to be burning. You're going to feel it, man. You're not, even if you die, if your flesh, if your spirit leave your body, your spirit gonna still be feeling that fire, man. You gonna feel that shit, man. But you know why? Because you wicked, and you gotta be purged in the fire. Fire is it's a cleaning agent. You gotta be clean, dissolved, man, from all the wickedness. Because if you're an Israelite, you gonna come back in the kingdom anyway. But before you come back in the kingdom, you gotta be purged from all the wickedness. Go ahead.
All right, it says, and he shall be tormented with the fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels.
Right, and that's where that shame gonna come. See, because you're gonna be tormented in the presence of the holy angels, and who else? Let's go into it. What's up, Elijah? Right.
Hey, I can see you guys out here really for like the last months. Kind of real fast. So, did my research. Want to know what it is you guys are actually into.
Well, basically, we out here just to wake up our people. You know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, to make them the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah,
we out here.
Our people. Should be all people, right?
No. This is for the nation of Israel. No, not Islam. Not Islam. We're the children of heaven. No, we don't have a religion.
Okay.
This basically is the way we're supposed to live our life. The Bible, our heritage. You know, and it's for our people. No, King James Bible, the King James Bible. That's our Bible.
It's a history book.
Yeah.
Not only is it a history book, but it's also prophetic. We can go through a number of scriptures to prove what we mean as far as history and also prophetic. And two, the reason why we're in this situation we're in, man. So if you wanna, matter of fact, you wanna grab Deuteronomy?
I'm in Deuteronomy. I'm actually got 4.
I was gonna get 7
No,
and
yeah,
6.
they say the same thing, so.
Oh, come on. Spirit.
Say the same thing. I like to get 4. I get 7. 7 is more popular.
7 and 6, yeah.
7 and 6, yeah.
Very good.
It's Deuteronomy.
You guys see me all the time. I got my little red car.
Oh, okay.
A little red Avenger right there.
Oh, yeah. It's Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. It says, for thou art
Hey,
a...
you don't have to speak loud.
You got to.
I'm not only
it's not
speaking
just
to
for
you,
you, but it's
I'm
for
speaking to
everybody.
everybody.
So,
I'm trying to get them people sitting on their living on the couch all comfortable with it too.
That's right.
So it says,
it's not the person.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So he said, for thou art a holy people. We're going to that word holy, it actually means separate. It means sacred.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he said, you are my sacred people. You are my separate people. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures also says that the Lord says that the children of Israel is his heritage. That's the part of his portion. You know, for everybody else.
And that's some people right there on that sign right there.
Right, exactly.
Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Messiah.
You see your father on that sign?
Actually, I think my father, when I was leaving to the front,
Ariel?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's right.
Do you see your father's nation on that sign? As far as like the
I never asked him what he was.
Oh, you never. Okay.
I don't like it.
Right. But you still the Israelite. Yeah. But go ahead.
I just wanted to make a quick point. I'm trying to get Joel, but you know how it is.
To get that little, it's
right there. It's right at the museum.
How can we benefit our people by waking them up, man, and telling them this truth, man? Yep. You know, matter of fact, you can get that in. Yeah. But
we gotta give you the.
Hold on, but get this real quick.
Give them we also gotta tell you got a lot of questions, you know.
You gotta
answer your questions in order. You're not only outside.
One of them outside, I was about one of those had some great people I saw the flaws. So I walked away.
That's good. that's
believe
about
that.
Please,
Hold
that's
on,
right.
hold on.
My walk of life, I'm a little deep. I'm a little deep. I watch the documentaries on this shit all the time.
Yeah.
So you guys out here, like, where you guys go? But I'm still searching for answers. And I don't think I find the answers. None of us will find the answers. That's all. Rather than them, call yourself answers to whatever you cast. You never find the answer to the life.
Well, we do have the answers. We have the answers, man. We do. We have the answers. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we have the answers to this. Listen, but basically what you were saying, what you're looking for is the answers to it. Like why? Because you said you're from the west side of Chicago. Were you from K-Town or Holy City? Where you from?
I'm in the area, Terrytown, right there between Holy City and K-Town.
Yeah. Okay. So you see our people, they struggling, they poor. We shoot and kill each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? Our women are all crazy and all out of order and all of this. Basically, you know, it's a punishment. Okay. But go ahead. What y'all got?
Oh, I got it.
Okay. He looking for the answers. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give him the answers.
Back in Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it says, "For
I
thou."
used to read this Bible.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But now you finna get the secrets up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all the people that are upon the face of the earth."
Above all people on the face of the earth. So right there, we got the Most High having favoritism.
Let me ask you that
You know what
part.
I'm saying?
Now, hold on. Let me ask you this.
Deuteronomy 28.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Who the best in sports? Huh? Who the best in NBA basketball?
We're talking about nationality.
I mean, no. We're talking about a nationality, not the teams.
Our black.
Okay. Who
Who
the best in baseball? Who the best? Yeah, he thought I was talking about players. Yeah. Who's the best in baseball? Black man. Who's holding the baseball down?
I know why we superior. I know what made us superior. We are the first. I'm at this point where something's about to in my head. Excuse me, if I would get all out.
That's okay.
Of course, significantly, as a team, in sports,
Yeah.
And that's, you know, 'cause that's their rival.
Yeah.
When you get even like in life, like you gotta think about it, right? Like colors, we see colors.
No,
Like,
cousins.
Cousins.
It's
Like-
our cousins. Hey,
Right,
hey, Peter Cousins, what's up?
You told
What's
exactly.
up, Jose?
Like when you think about it, right?
Yeah, Brent out first.
When it come from
Yeah.
either gang banging, right? Who fight each other? The
Why
blacks,
we black people?
so-called blacks and the brown.
Are we black?
You're not
We're
black.
not black.
He said
so-called.
so-called. He said
Why
so-called.
we have this skin?
He said so-called.
So-called. So we're not
So-called
this color. That's not our color.
There's no such thing as color. I'm just looking in society terms. Why are we this color?
We're now with we finna handle one thing, and then we're gonna get into the things that you want to
That's
speak
what
on.
makes us significant to
We
others.
melanated, of course.
No.
Yes, we are. We're melanated.
Melanated.
Yeah,
That
we
made us
hue,
superior.
which
We
we-
advanced. We evolved.
One thing, we can't jump around
Oh, you into
everywhere.
evolution?
Yeah, bullshit.
Right, okay, look, we can't jump around everywhere. We gotta give you these
Yeah.
quick answers, and then we go answer the next question, because we're actually, right now, we're
So you
going
don't,
off
so
topic.
you don't, so you
We're
don't,
going off topic.
Alright.
so you don't believe in God. You don't believe in the Most High. You believe in evolution. Everything is evolving.
I believe there is a God.
Okay.
Right now. I believe there is a God. But I believe in one God.
Okay. It is
only one path.
It is one.
But the thing is, he sanctioned his son also to have the power of God. Not the man that they call Jesus. That's Jesus. That's not his name. But the person that they actually,
What's his name?
we gonna get there.
we
We
gonna
gonna
get
get
there.
there. We ain't gonna just give you that right there. You gotta earn it. Hey, can you get that Deuteronomy 28 for me, bro? We gonna start at the first verse now. Now we finna get into the sequence. Why you said, why is it like this? Why are we here? Why is we at the bottom? Why the base man ruling the world and we the ones
Society very
struggling,
simple.
wiping his feet?
Society very simple.
Look, here you go. Look, here you go.
You gotta understand.
I understand. Go ahead.
Just slow down, bro. You asking a lot of questions, and you're not getting the answers to the first one. You get what I'm saying? You You're asking a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah, cool,
I'm a quick thinker.
Yeah,
You gotta be a quick listener too.
Okay.
yeah, facts.
This is Deuteronomy 28 when you jump 68.
One, bro. Start at one.
Deuteronomy 28:1.
Yeah, God, yeah.
This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, right now, are we set up on high above all nations on the earth? We're way at the fucking bottom, right? Way at the bottom, right?
So that, right? Yeah.
We at the
We are.
bottom.
We don't own anything.
We don't have, listen, we don't have our own nation.
Not land.
We don't have our own, right? We don't
Land
have
is
our,
riches.
right. We don't have our own land. We don't have our own resources. We got to abide by their laws. You know what I'm saying? So we have no power. Matter of fact, that you know, we gonna get into that.
All men have to abide by laws.
Yeah, exactly. But we don't have our, we the only people that don't even know who we are. We're lost people. Our people are all out here lost, mainly the so-called Negroes. All right, that's
it too.
Yeah.
You gotta realize Moses was speaking to the children of Israel
Yep.
in the wilderness at this time. When he had took them out of Egypt. So now he's giving them the lay down, like, hey, this is what's going on, man.
Yep.
All right. So it's not, he's not talking to everybody else in the world. So when this book is being read, it should be spoken to a specific group of people.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be spoken to the entire world because it wasn't meant for them, even in the beginning. Man.
Right, you seen that movie, The Ten Commandments on
I've
Easter?
never seen it.
Who did he bring out of Egypt? He brought out the children of Israel. When he came down Mount Sinai, he had the Ten Commandments given to the Israelites. He didn't give it. Look, none of these other nations there received these laws, statutes, and commandments. It was more than 10. It was like over 600 some laws. You see, it was way more than that, and nobody else got that but the children of Israel. And the only ones that made an oath to keep those laws, statutes, and commandments are those people on that side.
Which is what we're getting into. Right. Wait.
Yep.
Go to verse 15. Barbecue shot.
Yep.
Because the first chapter, first.
That means please.
Deuteronomy 28.
He said Baba Bushad, and it's please in Hebrew.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
That's the interpretation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Deuteronomy 28:1 said, if you abide by these laws, statutes, and commandments, this is what I will do for you.
Yep.
I will set you above all nations. You will be everything that you want, it'll be yours.
Yep.
Now, this is Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, not hearken, it says to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee
Right.
and overtake thee.
Right, so all these curses is going to come upon us and overtake us. What curses? What curses is going to come upon a society? Right, you're right. Go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 46.
Deuteronomy 28.
Matter of fact,
Remember, we get into the curses.
hold
right?
on, wait a minute. What's that one way? Yeah. Start at 46.
See, look, because look,
Yeah.
what's going on now, now we're going to go through the curses, right? And through the curses, we can identify who the people are that's being spoken of. Because it's only pertaining to a certain group of people that's living on this earth today.
Matter of fact,
Now we're getting into the prophetic part of it.
I think it's 33 where it says that our children should be sold. We should be able to enjoy our children. I think
No,
it's
that's
Deuteronomy 28, verse 33 or something like that, 32.
we should not be able to enjoy our children. That's 57.
57, and the Most High should take the might out of our
Can you start at
hand.
54?
Yes.
Something like that. No, not at 54.
No, I said, I'm asking, can you start at 54?
No.
Because it's a point. It's
No.
going to go right into it.
No. Let's start at 30, where he said our children should be taken out of our hand.
Should not enjoy your children.
We should not enjoy the children. Something like that.
Yeah, that's 56. That's 56.
That's down to 56.
Yeah.
Start at 46.
That's it?
46. Yeah.
46.
Start at 46. Man.
45. This is 6.
Matter of fact, hold on. No, wait. I got another one in my bag.
Let's try it.
Hold on. Take this scripture right here. Take this.
You take this, I can't read. I only got
It's not bro. It's all good.
All right.
I can tell you a little excited. That's good though. I'm
All
excited.
right, Mike. I'm always excited about life.
All right. So you're not gonna really be able to see because it's gonna really go. fight out here like that. So you might have to take your phone out and you know, because I got pictures of that fight on heads.
46.
45.
You got me at 29.
Now look, now it's a way you gotta go about it though, because you gotta understand them abbreviations and them stops and them comments and stuff like that, all that means something. Huh?
All right, it says Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Right, and going back to that, so basically what happened was we made a blood oath with the Heavenly Father, Moses. He sprinkled blood on us, and we said that we would obey, and we would obey those laws, statutes, and commandments that the Heavenly Father gave us. Yeah, so we said we would obey. And since we didn't obey, so because we didn't obey, go ahead, read that again, brother.
Yeah. Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
Yep.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee,
Yep.
and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Now going back to that Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. 28 verse 1 where he said that he would set us upon high above all nations if we had hearkened unto him. But because we didn't hearken, you know what I'm saying, that hey, this is the result of it. You know what I'm saying? The result is that we're going to be at the bottom. We're going to be below all the nations. We're going to be all the way at the bottom. We're going to be suffering in poverty. Our children are going to be locked up in prison. You know, our women are going to be disobedient and hard-headed. We're going to be against this. And we was made to be against them too. You know, all of our people are against each other. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. But go ahead, brother. Keep reading that over down. Means please again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get 246 and 47. So I'm gonna jump forward.
Sorry about that. That's wrong. I think about problems. How can we start to build on the conflict solution?
Hold on, let us read these real quick. And that's what we out here. We gonna get to all of that. We're gonna tell you how. But we gotta start here. We gotta show you where we began from, and then how we up to this point, and what we gotta do to get out of this point. So we're gonna give you the cause and the effect, basically. Right. And then we're gonna give you the solution also. We're gonna give you the cause, the effect, and solution. Because this is what they don't do this in the church. They don't give people the causes of anything. They give them a false sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? That's what they give in the church.
You guys, I went to Christianity, right? My Christianity in the church is not typical.
Yeah.
One day, looking on that Bible, that looking at both sides,
Time. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna read this for you.
Not one day. Go ahead.
We're gonna dive into these scriptures. So Deuteronomy chapter 28, starting 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God.
What he said is, the curses is going to be upon us forever. Like a sign and a wonder. Like, so basically, if ever wanted to know who was who, all you got to do is read these curses, and it'll identify who the people was talking about.
Curses are upon us. They've been
But it's more to it.
Years. Give me a second. A girl right there. That's a chick right there. I let my mother see my car because that brakes on. And I just got there home and she driving like that. Yeah, I'm out here speaking to loud man. He's like, I knew you were going to go out that way.
I'm gonna keep reading. We gotta.
Oh, you got to edify the camera. Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
loud. I don't want to interrupt. I'm gonna just keep going.
Yeah.
It says, because thou servest. Hey, I'm gonna read that over. Verse 46. Deuteronomy 28 and 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Get her. That's my cup. I call. I leave it back. We got it.
Take what you might.
Yeah, we should
come out here.
Right here, man.
Be right here. Like we don't look deep into it. Actually, my girl was so deep. Like she David, my family comes from David. American. They're like, you know, all that
That shit, shit Israelite though, you know. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, bro. We pumping, we testing,
Okay. Go ahead, bro. Read
Like I said, man, this will be for a sign and a wonder, man. That's how you. That's how you know.
Huh?
She Mexican, by the way.
Oh, she is a cop. All right.
Got a loose screw.
No, it's that liquor.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
you guys got a loose screw?
He drinking.
I don't think he all that, bro.
He's not, because he's not really listening.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep on going.
This is verse 46. They shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. Man, that sign and a wonder is how we know who we are today. All right, these curses gonna fit us forever until the Lord come back, man.
That's right.
So we read these, and then these curses fit only a particular group of people. That's why I say a sign and a wonder. You know, we are a wonder. We are a spectacle, man.
Right.
People, well, a lot of time when tourists come visit America from out of the country, they go to the ghettos, man.
Yep.
You know, verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right, because you ain't want to serve the Heavenly Father, man, with gladness, man. You know, because what did the Heavenly Father give us, man? He gave us the true way to live, man, a beautiful way to live.
The perfect balance.
Perfect balance.
I believe that word statutes goes into balance.
Yep.
Statutes goes into balance of what not to do and what to do. You know, what to do and what not to do.
Right.
And how to do it.
Right, and you should be glad that He gave you that. That He gave us that. We should have been glad because that's how the way we would have lived. We would have lived in abundance. You know, life abundance, man, like that, man. Yeah. You know, our people wouldn't have been getting sick out here with all these different diseases, man. Yeah. You know, we wouldn't be out here killing each other. You know, it wouldn't be like this, man.
Oh, yeah.
So now we gotta serve our enemies. We've been brought all the way down to the bottom, and now we don't have no power over nothing, man. We don't even know what they put in our food. We have no idea what these devils put in our food, man. We gotta pray to the Heavenly Father, man, to pray, to bless our food, man, before we consume it in our bodies, man. Because they don't tell them what these damn devils been doing, man. You know?
Yeah. Just to prove that the Lord, He gave us special laws to keep. He gave us special commandments to keep, man. And not other nations, man.
That's right.
Just to prove it, and the other nations knew this. Even when we were scattered throughout our captivities, you know.
Jeremiah 17:5. Just continue your heritage.
God, this is the book of Esther, chapter 3, verse 8. It says, and Haman said unto the king Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in the provinces of the kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all the people. Neither keep they the king's laws, therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. So we didn't keep the same laws as the commoners, man. That was inhabited. I mean, the people, the heathens that lived there. All right, we kept our laws, our own laws, man, diverse from theirs. Right. The Lord gave us that perfect balance of what to do and when to do it, man.
Hey, no. That was perfect because that's why He called us. That's why He separated us from them, man.
God.
Because because we supposed to be the children of the Heavenly Father, holy. You know what I'm saying? To be holy, man.
God.
You know, to have that standard, you know, to set before the world, man. The world's supposed to have seen this standard, man. All these other nations were supposed to see the same standard that we was keeping, that we was upholding, and live by it.
God.
They were supposed to be following us, not us following them.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But now it's all backwards. Our people don't have no standards.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Our people are walking around here like whores. You know what I'm saying? Following different nations and their philosophies and their gods.
Yep.
This is why we are in this predicament now. You know? This is why we at the bottom. This is the reason, man. This is why we out here now, to wake up our people, to tell them, hey, man, this is the standard. You know, this is the standard that you're supposed to be keeping, man. Hey, the Heavenly Father has made us better than anybody in the whole world, man. You know, the scripture said that he created the world for our sakes. He created the world for our sakes, man, and everything in it, man. You know? But here it is, our people right here, they're living like servants to the heathen. To people that's beneath us, man. They're actually beneath us, man. All of these heathen, they got more than you right now, man. Just getting your money. You know, they're actually, the Heavenly Father made them all lesser than us. You know, you really don't know that you are beautiful people, man, because your standards, you don't have it.
They see that we are beautiful.
Yeah.
They just take out there to understand that we are the most powerful people on the face of the earth, man. But they don't know why. They just be like, yeah, black people are so beautiful.
Right.
Like, why though? Why is that like that? Or evolution?
Well, you'll see them like now on social media. They'll say this, man, thank God, you know, that I woke up, that the Most High put me on the wake up list this morning. You know, I saw a chick put that up. She said, thank God that the Most High put me on the wake up list this morning. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's good. You know, the Most High woke you up this morning, but now what?
What you gonna do with that gift?
What you gonna do with it? See, our people got that zeal, you know what I'm saying, but not according to knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Heavenly Father gave you that gift. You know, another day, another moment to live. You're supposed to be doing something with that, man. You're supposed to be trying to draw nigh to Him in that, you know, in that day. You know what I'm saying? That's why King David said, "This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Because it's another day, man, to man, work on yourself, man. Examine yourself to see if you're in the faith, man. To get yourself right, man. Get your mind right, man. To work on trying to be a better person, man.
God.
But hey, these people, they ain't gonna do that. They gonna just thank God for another day, and that's it.
Do what they want to do.
And do what they want to do. Still keep on doing what you want to do, man. The scriptures say they got a zeal, but not according to knowledge.
As you're speaking, man.
Yeah.
I'm just pondering your words as you're speaking. And I'm really just sitting here thinking like, the Lord woke you up. You thanking the Lord to wake you up, you know. You thanking the Lord for waking you up. The Lord woke you up to do what you wanted to do?
Right.
What sister? The Lord woke you up so you can do what you want to do.
Yep. That's how
But
they
the Lord said, if you don't do what I say, I'm going to destroy you. But He woke you up to do what you want to do. Life ain't about what you want to do. It was never about that, man.
Thank God for my job and the money that He gave me. Okay, that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's good that you thank the Most High for all of that. But now what?
Yeah.
Again, you know, you people are limited in your thinking because you don't have no knowledge, man. You know, hey, that's why the Lord said in the book of Jeremiah, real quick, Salakia, yeah, read that too. But I'm going to get this real quick. Jeremiah 20. I'm going to start at 20, verse 4 and 20. Jeremiah 4 and 20. Salakia 21. This is Jeremiah 4 and 21. He says, how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet. So basically said, how long shall I see the standard, man? And we set the standard, man, right here, right now, man, and blowing the trumpet. We telling you, you know, the ways to salvation, man. It's good that you thank the Heavenly Father, but you gotta show the Heavenly Father you love Him by actions. You gotta show the Heavenly Father that you're grateful by actions, not just, you know, saying thank God that He woke me up this morning. You know, hey, love is an action word, man. Like the Lord said, these people do honor me with their mouth, but their hearts are far from me. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is far from the Heavenly Father, man. Because you'll thank Him in the morning, you know what I'm saying, and then go about your day and do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And this is verse 22. He says, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are savage children. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So basically, to do good, you don't even know. You don't know how to be good. You don't know how to please the Heavenly Father. Just saying thank you for waking me this morning is not pleasing to the Heavenly Father, man. You got to produce action by doing His will, by following the law, statutes, and commandments. That's the way to please the Heavenly Father, man, by being obedient and doing His will and not your own will.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, bro.
Isaiah chapter 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as His people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me,
Yep.
but have removed their heart far from me.
Right, but and when it's talking about removing your heart far from the Heavenly Father, it's talking about your mind. You're not thinking of the ways to please the Heavenly Father, man. You're not thinking on the law, statutes, and commandments, man, or what to do in this situation, or how can I do this? What I'm supposed to do with this? No, you just gonna keep on living your life and do what you want to do, man. That's what you're doing. You're not keeping the Lord on your mind, man. You'll say, "Oh, I love the Lord, man. Oh, I love God." But in turn, you're full of shit, because those are just words, man. Anybody can say I love you and don't mean it. If you love somebody, you're gonna show them you love them by doing things for them. You know, like your children, for instance. You love your children. You buy them gifts. You know what I'm saying? You buy them clothes. You feed them. You clothe them. You take care of them. If you love kids, if they love their parents, what do, man? They fear their parents. Their parents say, "I'm gonna whoop your ass if you don't clean up this room." They gonna clean up their room. They do what their parents tell them to do, man. That's love. Love is an action word. It's not just saying anybody can do that, man.
I have more.
Go ahead, read more, bro.
Isaiah 29, verse 13. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as His people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me,
Right.
but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me, like you just said, their fear toward me their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men.
Right. That precept of men, man. Hey, people feel what other men say. They don't feel what the Heavenly Father say, though, man. They'll feel what somebody else telling them. Over the Heavenly Father. The Heavenly Father said, if you don't keep my law, statutes, and commandments, I'm going to destroy you. You're going to get caught up in the destruction that's coming. You're going to get caught up in nuclear thermal fire if you don't repent. The Lord said to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You know, so basically, the Lord is near. He's coming. So basically, all your wicked ways, you're supposed to come to the Heavenly Father and repent to Him in sincerity. If you believe in the Heavenly Father like you say you do. All these people say they love God, I love God. and they be full of crap. Go ahead.
It's the book of John, St. John 14, verse 15. It says, if ye love me, keep my commandments.
Ooh, perfect. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. That means be obedient. If you love me, keep my commandments. Because you know what? The commandments of the Heavenly Father are not grievous, man. They are life. They are life in abundance, man, because it governs our lives. And spiritual health and physical health, man. You know, it's all, the law, statutes, commandment is actually wealth. You know what I'm saying? It's all wealth. You know, anything outside of that is death. You know?
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
God, yep.
You know? Keeping the law, statutes, commandments show that you love them. Is it easy to keep the law, statutes, commandments? No. Why? Because you in the flesh.
God. Yep.
All right, when we read Genesis, it said, my spirit shall not always strive with man because he too is flesh. All right? Just like any fight. What fight is easy? If it was easy, then it wouldn't be a fight. You know what I'm saying? But when you're done with the fight, when it's over, that gratification is the Lord, and he's going to bless you in abundance. Job went through his fight. He got blessed, and he was already a rich man. Job got blessed with double, man. Double what he already had. So it's not going to be easy to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. It's a fight, man. You know, we all fuck up. But the Lord gonna keep forgiving you as long as you keep trying, man. It don't matter how many times you fuck up. You know, he gonna keep forgiving you.
That's right, as long as you keep on training.
As long as you get back up, man.
Yeah,
as long as you get back up,
you get up and you keep on training.
That's right,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Because, you know, what do you say? A just man falls 7 times, but a righteous man get back up.
Yep. It was I was watching a show, and then the guy was being picked on, and the other guy said, "Why do you let them? No, it was a show. The show says, why do you let them pick on you like that? You lose every time." The dude said, "I'm not losing because I stand and fight." He said, "I may lose the fight, but I stood my ground." And I found that was the same thing with us, man. You know, Esau would come and gun us down, pick us up in the van, man. We exposed.
That's why he said, "Fight the good fight of faith."
That's right, man. Fight the good fight of faith. But we ain't going off. If Esau say, "Hey, eat this pork sandwich," you gonna say no. We're gonna kill you. Kill him.
Kill me then.
We're gonna kill your wife. Kill her. We're gonna kill your child. Kill her. You know? But we're not gonna eat that pork though, because we fear like how about Shemi Awashai, we fear him more than we fear you.
Right, and the Lord, you know, and the Lord is still intervening in the moment of his devil doing it.
Isaac. I'm sorry.
What's his
Abraham.
name? Meshach, Abednego, Shadrach, yeah. Hey, they didn't eat the king's pork. You know, they put him in a big ass oven, and they was gonna burn him. But the Lord saved them up out of it, man.
Now you know who else did that too? And Mattathias in the book of Maccabees.
Yeah.
The Maccabees. I'm gonna go to it right quick. This is First Maccabees chapter 1. Chapter 1, and I'm gonna start down. Cause this is what was going on, man.
Fight the good fight, man.
Because there was a law, a creed going around in the towns of the Maccabees, right? Well, now we're going to get into the history part, right? Where the Grecians was ruling the world. You know what I'm saying? When they came upon Israel, they made them do certain customs, right? I'm going to tell you. Right, here you go. First Maccabees 1:1. And it had happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, and that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So now we're going into history, right? So we all know Alexander the Greek is who they talking about. He was the first one to rule in the new land of Greece. And he smoked who? He smoked Darius. Darius was a Persian ruler. He was after Artaxerxes. All right? So that's the timeline so cold, bro. You get into that history in the scriptures, bro. It's secular history. It all lands up.
It's the history they don't teach you in school.
So it says, So how he came about, right? It says, verse 2, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Because if you ever watched that movie, Alexander the Greek, you ever seen that movie? He was running around on a warp page. He was going further and further away from his homeland and just conquering everything. And then he decided to come to Egypt, but he conquered Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Like he did a whole lot, bro. You know, and that was the beginning of the Greeks' rule, right? So, okay, this is Maccabees, First Maccabees, chapter 2, huh? This is First Maccabees chapter 2. In those days arose Matthias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Jobrit from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modian. And he said he had 5 sons. But now we should get to the point where it happened, right? Basically, people was in captivity, and they was telling him, like, they came up to him, was like, hey, look, dude, since you so, because he was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Matthias was a big deal in the land of Jerusalem, and people looked at him for counsel and stuff like that, right? So if Matthias and his sons would have had ate the pork, then everybody else would have had ate. But this is what happened, though, right? This is verse 20. I'm gonna skip down. Verse 21. In fact, I'm gonna start at 19. Then Matthias answered and spake with a loud voice, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away, every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers, which was the Israelite. He was an Israelite. He says, God forbid that we shall forsake the law and the ordinances. He says, we will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion either on the right hand or the left hand. Because the brothers was going into the mark of the beast earlier. Because what's happening is they pushing the RFID chip, man. And that RFID chip is going to be the mark of the beast. Because in Revelations, the 13th chapter, it tells you, and the 14th chapter, it tells you no man is going to be able to buy or sell, at least they have the mark of the beast. Now you already see what they're doing. The dollar is for the crash. They already so heavily invested into cryptocurrency, you know, Bitcoin and stuff like that. So what they're doing, they're running test trials. It's all in the scriptures. They're running test trials on the next thing to sustain them as far as currency wise. Right. So that's what that is about.
It's about the new world order coming.
So once that dollar crash, people is going to be in chaos. Huh? It does, because this is what happened then. Listen, because what he was like okay, the mark of the beast is a symbol of submission. It's a symbol of submission. That's what the mark of the beast is. The mark of the beast is saying what the brother was saying earlier. That's the currency side of it. But what I'm saying is basically when you take the mark of the beast, what you're doing is you're selling yourself as a slave to the enemy of the Heavenly Father.
It's a branding.
Exactly.
So basically what they're going to do is they're going to take this chip and they're going to implant it in your hand or your forehead. And if you take that chip and get it inserted inside of you, that's part of that branding. And basically you said that, okay, I'm your prophet.
Your ownership.
I belong to you. Basically,
I belong to the system.
To the system
that
right.
you
exactly.
set up.
The beast system.
But it's going to happen. See, back then when it happened, right, they didn't get a branding. They were just telling them, forsake the ways of your fathers. Forsake the teachings and the things that the Heavenly Father told you to do and serve us.
Say what?
Exactly.
Chip, yeah.
But see, this time, it wasn't no. But what I'm saying is, it's gonna happen this time, and this time when it happens, it's gonna be the end of you if you take that shit. The Lord ain't gonna forgive you. He gonna forgive you after he fuck you up.
Yeah. Back then, he never did that.
That's what I'm saying.
That hasn't happened.
They did it back then.
No.
They did it to letters. They did it to animals and cattle.
I'm saying it's the same thing now.
No, they never took a chip and they planted it into your hand.
And the difference too is this is gonna be you willing to take it. Some people ain't gonna be willing and they're gonna take it, and some people is gonna be willing and take it because they're gonna be starving. Like in Venezuela, right?
We got the government.
Huh?
That's when we got the government. They forced that shit.
Exactly. They're gonna be forcing it.
You're like in Venezuela.
It's gonna be made mandatory. What they're gonna do is say, look, if you don't take this, then we're gonna chop your head off. You know, or they may have a firing squad, or they may hang you. You know, if you don't, and that's gonna be a scare tactic. But see, that's also the trying of your faith from the Lord. The Lord's gonna be trying you. Hey, somebody get that what the Lord said, I will keep you from the hour of temptation. This is why, listen. We don't get where you going from.
You said history.
We understand, but that ain't been done like that before. This has never been done. No, it wasn't. But as far as like branding, people getting branded, cattle getting branded, yeah, they did that before. But
slaves in that time.
this is on a whole nother level. This is the devil. Listen. This is about the devil trying to play the Most High. And listen, this is about the devil trying to play the Most High, and the people gonna take the devil's side. Some people gonna take the devil's side of the Most High, and then some people gonna believe in the Most High. See, that's basically what it's about. Okay.
You're right. What we're saying is, don't take the brand of the devil. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Now, let me just point to this. Yeah. Because he was saying, you know, even though the Grecians had rule of all the kingdoms, when his messengers came to him and his sons and them, he said, we're not going to fall under his rule. We're not going to forsake our power. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we're going to have to be in that day. Then he said what? Verse 23. Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Which thing, when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar, man. Because what he was finna do was, he was taking some pig. He was finna go take some pig, and he was gonna sacrifice the pig on one of the altars of the Heavenly Father, man. And Mattathias couldn't take it, man. His zeal had him come up there and slay him before he did it, man. You know? Because hey, and then he said because the thing is, they was willing to die for this, man, and they was willing to kill for it as well.
Right. So basically, you gotta. Well, I don't know about killing.
No, we're not gonna kill.
We ain't on that. We basically waiting on the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? To come deliver us from out of the times that's coming. And the times that's coming is called Jacob's trouble. You know. So you ever heard of Jacob's trouble? Say what? Well, right now, go ahead, get it, brother. Baba Bushah, the 1-2-10. Oh no,